Back to another video, man, and today we have why did Suge Knight want to kill Dr. Dre? You feel me? We're gonna be doing this right here. Somebody I asked y'all, and I think it was the Source Award videos that I did. I asked y'all, do y'all want me to react to it? And somebody said yes, and you feel me? And they said it was deeper than Dr. Dre wanting to just leave Death Row. So we gonna check this out. It's a 15-minute long video. We're gonna jump straight into it. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell to be notified every time I drop a video. Y'all make sure y'all get this video to 15 likes. Get this video to 15 likes, and I'll drop another video. This is a double upload, you feel me? So by the time y'all seeing this, part 2 to Still I Rise will be dropping in about 8 hours, you feel me? This right here is dropping at 12 p.m. this January 2nd, and January 2nd, and Still I Rise part 2 will be dropping later on tonight at 8 p.m. you feel me? So y'all be on the lookout for that if y'all not. And yeah, man, so let's jump straight into it. Let's see what he talking about on here, man.
Shout about the beef between Suge.
Oh yeah, shout out Music Vibe too, man. Shout out y'all.
And Eazy-E get a lot of views. But in our opinion, the fight between Dr. Dre and Suge is much more interesting. And that's what we will discuss now. And so, Dre and Suge became friends thanks to the DOC.
Who the freak is the DOC? I'm tired of hearing about the DOC. I thought the DOC was Dr. Dre. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Who is the DOC? I keep hearing about this brother. What do he do? Is he a rapper? Is he a producer? Is he a DJ? What is this brother? Huh?
Both of them. Dre was unhappy with his position at NWA. Suge Knight, having gotten a lot of experience in the industry, wanted to open up his own record label company. The boys agreed with one another that Dre will scout for talents, experience in the industry.
Was that Bobby Brown and a Jackson member? A Jackson 5 member? Is that Randy?
Wanted to open up his own record label company.
Suge Knight with Michael Jackson brother. That brother look like O.J. Simpson. What's up with all these caramel men with strong facial features, no facial hair? This brother look like O.J. Simpson. What's going on? Only thing that's different about that brother is his hairline ain't all the way back here. I don't know. R.I.P. O.J. Simpson, man. He ain't did it. He ain't did it, you mean? He ain't did it. Bobby Brown. Hey, listen. Shout out you. I don't know much about you. If y'all want me to start reacting to Bobby Brown, y'all let me know.
The boys agreed with one another that Dre will scout for talents and Suge will supervise the operations of the company. For starters, it was necessary to release Dre from the contract with Ruthless Records. So Eazy-E was threatened in order to release the producer from his contract. He faked the release signature, which resulted in Dre having to pay Eazy-E 20% of the proceeds from every record.
He ended up getting 20% of everything that they put out for the next 6 years, and they couldn't do nothing about it. Anything Dre produced or made over there, yeah, he got paid for it.
After Death Row was created, Dre continued to make cool music, releasing his debut album, The Chronic.
It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and
He also produced the legendary Doggy Style for Snoop Dogg. And it seemed like everything was going well. Suge and Dre got good money from their music. However, the year of 1995 proved to be a turning point for the entire hip-hop industry, and for their relationships as well. This also concerns Puff Daddy and Suge Knight, who were also friends. At the same time, Puff opened his own record label called Bad Boy Records, and prepared the Ready to Die album for Biggie, in which samples of songs from Death Row were used. All Death Row shit is through that motherfucker, said Suge Knight.
Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, won't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
This speech at the Source Awards became legendary. He made fun of Bad Boy Records and added that they supported Tupac.
Like to tell Tupac keep his guards up and ride with him.
Pac was released, and
that was a good move though by Suge. I'm not gonna lie, that was a great move by Suge. a great business move. Like, for him to say, to add on the Tupac thing, because imagine he started beefing with the whole, I feel like if Pac got out, he probably would have still ended up going over there to Death Row because of the first remark he made about the East Coast and about Bad Boy. You feel me? Pac already had his issues with Bad Boy just off that incident, the shooting incidents at Quad Studios. But him mentioning, you feel me, we with you, Pac. Keep your head up, basically. Like, we with you. Like, that's tough. That was a smart move right there.
Started working with Dre, who initially had a good relationship with one another.
He was cool with Pac coming, bro. He welcomed Pac. If he didn't want Pac to be there, bro, he would have just threw him off some bullshit. You know what I mean?
We are out here at the California Live video. Dr. Dre, Tupac, we get busy. Oh, Chris Tucker in the house. Video by Hype Wayne. What's up? What you say? But give me that bar beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA.
However, after being released from prison, Pac became a different person, more brutal and aggressive. Some think that it is because of the huge influence of Suge Knight. After all, as Suge once said, when I look at Tupac, I see myself in it.
He didn't have to watch the homies beat up on people. He shouldn't have been around that shit.
The ex-producer, Death Row Records' Daryl Harper, recalled the time when Tupac was furious with Sam Snead for inviting only New York-based rappers in the shooting of a music video for one of Snead's songs. Daryl remembers Sam trying to run as Pac would continue to punch away at his colleague.
Tupac was, taking off on him. What was Sam Snead doing? He wasn't trying to fight back or anything?
He wasn't.
He's like, hell no.
He didn't even look like he was even rolling his eyes at him or nothing.
The gangster life of Death Row became
that
too
brother
much.
was scared.
Once, Suge decided to gift the artist RBX a car, but Dr. Dre convinced his friend to refuse the gift.
He said, what do you have in that BMW that says that you have permission to drive it and it's yours? I say, nothing. He say, bro, if you don't take that car back to homeboy right now, I slide back over there.
In general, the atmosphere at Death Row got more toxic by the day. Dre didn't need the gangsta brawls, parties, and all these things because it got in the way of making music.
It's not a work atmosphere anymore. It became fun and games, and the success that kicked in. We were stars, and motherfuckers just loved being around us and bringing bullshit around us, and Dre wasn't for that.
I just didn't like some of the things that were going on. There was nothing being done to stop it.
On top of all this, Dre then had a huge problem
I
with...
mean, what can he say? Because Pac got albums on top of albums on top of albums. You feel me? Pac was the definition of, you feel me? We work, but we could also have fun. We can make work fun. You feel me? So, and Dre wasn't even working fast enough for Pac. That's why Pac didn't like the brother. So it's just like, I don't know, Dre. Did the partying get in the way for you, or did it get in the way of the company? That's a good question right there.
Alcohol. He lashed out at his then girlfriend, Michelle.
Sing the hook.
Oh yeah, y'all was telling me the Michelle. That's the girl that sound like the girl with the crazy voice. She sound like a mouse. I'm not gonna lie to you. She sound like what a mouse would sound like if a mouse could talk. You mean? Like, that's his baby mother.
You sing it like you feel it, I'll make it fizzy when you get home.
Dre, the hook ain't working.
If it ain't working, fix it. You stupid to do that? Sing it, suck, stupid bitch! Now!
According to Michelle, he broke her nose, cracked her ribs, and blackened her eyes. What's worse than that, according to rumors, when Dre was still at Death Row, Michelle began a romantic relationship with Suge Knight.
What was Michelle?
And you thought that brother was any better? Oh my God. If Dr. Dre broke your ribs and your nose, Suge Knight would have split you in half.
Dre's role during this whole time while you were at Death Row? Super bitch. Super bitch.
What'd he say?
Began a romantic relationship with Suge Knight.
What was Michelle A's role during this whole time while you were at Death Row? Super bitch. Super bitch. And then you got this other baby mama that fucked two of the richest dudes in America. Two of the most richest men in America.
Who?
Dr. Dre and Suge Knight.
That it was over Michelle. You know, Suge was fucking on Michelle, and Dre said, this dude, you can have everything, I'm gone.
Oh, and Pac was a workaholic, and Suge like, come on, man, let's get these, and so, and I think that that was irritating him. And Dre didn't like going to Crab Man with all those people. But I'm not the reason that they're not together. And no, I'm not the reason why they're not together.
She sound like Minnie Mouse. Oh my God, she sound like a Disney No, she about to make me mad because I feel like she faking, but you could tell she dead serious with her voice. How do one acquire this voice? How do one human acquire this voice? What do you have to go through in life to get this voice? I know your mother ain't sound like this. Nah, this is insane.
A workaholic, and Suge like, come on man, let's get these, and so, and I think that was irritating him. And Dre didn't like going to Crab Man with all those people. But I'm not the reason that they're not together. And no, I did not get with Suge to get back at Dr. Dre. Please, you guys don't think that.
I gotta find this one video on YouTube where she come in the studio and put her hands all on Tupac's chest and his head and shit, and I'm looking like, damn.
Oh yeah, I reacted to this. I reacted to that the studio session, you feel me? And I was like, who this? That's Kadada? That's Kadada? Y'all told me that was Michelle A. Nah.
Did he get the pussy? You know what I mean?
Yo, he said, did he get the
Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, Tupac.
All of that resulted in him deciding to leave Death Row. He ended up with nothing.
You got an artist, the money, the masters, all your fucking bullshit. I'm done.
And as much as they tried to show in the movie that Dr. Dre left in a pretentious way, the reality of what actually happened was very different. Dre didn't talk to Suge about the departure. Everything was dealt with through Jimmy Iovine.
I said, Jimmy, when you want him, he can go with you, but he has to leave with the show on his back. At the end of the day, everybody knows Dre's a hoe.
The people you surround yourself with can be either the rise or the fall of your career. You have to surround yourself with positive people that have your best interests at heart.
Regardless of how many times Suge said he doesn't care that Dre left, it undoubtedly had an impact on the atmosphere at Death Row. Many artists wanted to leave the label after such shocking news.
The vibe for me was like a divorce, and I was a child left behind. Like
Lady Rage, wasn't she on Friday? Wasn't she on Friday with Craig and Dede? You feel me? Ain't that the girl right there? If I'm not mistaken, that's Pinky. That's that big girl who was eating them chips, chasing Dede around the car, ain't it? Nah, that's what I know her from. I didn't know she was a rapper. I didn't know that was, like, I heard the name Lady Rage. I think I heard her on a couple of albums with Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly. I think I heard her on a couple other albums, if I'm not mistaken. And I did not know this was her face.
I want to go with you. Why? I don't want to stay here. I want to go with you.
Although Tupac had a completely different opinion. Dre created his own label, Aftermath, and released an album with the same name. However, it failed miserably. Dre didn't give up and came across Eminem. Released an album with the same name. However, it failed miserably. Dre didn't give up and came across Eminem.
His biggest thing he could have ever done. And then once he found Eminem created his own record label called Shady Records. And then he ended up getting 50 Cent. And 50 Cent is under Aftermath and Shady Records. So it's like he got a 2-for-1, two of the biggest artists.
Slim Shady, you a basic. Why's your face red, man? You wasted.
Dre proved to everyone that he can still create cool songs as he prepared his own album, The Chronic 2001, even though it was initially supposed to be called The Chronic 2000. But because Suge decided to bother his former friend and released an album under the same name, Dre was forced to rename the album.
So he came out with an album called The Chronic 2000 to try to get to Dr. Dre, to try to get under his skin. That's the reason why he came out with the album. Yeah.
But that didn't.
I didn't even know that was that album called, I didn't even know it was called Chronic 2001. I thought it was called 2001. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I reacted to that album and I put the title as 2001 and nobody said anything. I feel dumb now.
Anyway, prevent Dre from having a successful release.
Since the last time you heard from me, I lost some friends. Well, hell, me and Snoop, we dipping again.
Undoubtedly, Dre's success bothered Suge very much, who, by that time, had lost everything. Tupac was killed. Snoop had left. In general, the Death Row label was completely dead.
When Dre was at the height of what he was doing in Aftermath, he just really was so focused on him. And in my mind, I wasn't like that. I was like, I just want to rebuild the label.
In 2001, Suge had a verbal altercation with Eminem. Marshall's former bodyguard, Big Nas, spoke out about why that had happened.
They want you to sign with them instead of being with Dre.
Oh, you guys knew that at the time?
No, that's what we found out that day.
And what's more is that when Dre began cooperating with 50 Cent, the men filmed a music video for the hit song In the Club. Suge Knight broke into the film set.
Suge came in with 30 Mexicans, like you said. And he took a puff of his cigar.
Bizarre, I've never seen that brother serious a day in my life. Bizarre always saying some crazy stuff. And he look exactly how he talks. He look the way he be talking crazy looks just like how he looked. Like, come on now.
He blew it out, did like this, and left.
We spoke about this in the video about rappers who didn't fear Suge Knight. However, you can notice that in all of these incidents, most likely, Suge specifically wanted to meet Dre, not Eminem nor 50 Cent. By the way, in an interview, 50 said that Suge Knight was planning on killing Dr. Dre because of Tupac's prolific success at Death Row. While in contrast, Dr. Dre only released one album.
Suge was gonna kill Dre. So you get him out, that 5-album deal, his first CD, All Eyes on Me, double CD, come back, Machiavelli, break Street Day, so he back early with that one. That one's #1 selling, and he got 2 others in the studio doing artwork. He's done with that. Moving to the Outlaws and doing everything else, and you going out, well, how do I keep him? Maybe I give him Dre's. I don't know yet.
So I wonder how Loyal to the Game came about. How did Loyal to the Game come about? Because Eminem is with Dr. Dre. Loyal to the Game came out, I think, in 2002. How did that come about?
Something might have to happen to Dre.
In 2004, at the Vibe ceremony, a clash took place where Jimmy James Johnson punched Dr. Dre. According to his words, he already had some kind of misunderstanding with Dre and that he had approached him to get his autograph.
Let me get your autograph. That's why he wasn't so quick to give you no autograph. His first reaction was,
Dre jump up like, bah, bah, bah. I'm like, damn, rush my nigga, cuz.
After that, Young Buck intervened in the fight and stabbed him in the chest.
After whatever went on, man, I had a fork in my hand, and I just had it.
And who was behind all of this? The New York Post published a piece saying that Suge paid Jimmy $5,000 for the attack, who apparently showed up inside the ceremony by simply pushing away the guards.
I then turned and Suge was like, what happened over there? What happened over there?
Why do John Sally know so much? Aren't you a basketball player? What's going on? This brother was locked in with the New York gangsters.
It's like, oh man. Right? Like,
now, there's been some speculations and there's been some reports by other news agencies that Jimmy James Johnson, who was the guy who was stabbed and who was the guy who caused the altercation with Dre, jumped up from your table.
If they feel like they saying that and they feel good about it, good for them. But the same thing about it, everybody knew who was at our table. But the more importantly, it's really not about what happened at the award show, what went on at the award show. To me, the situation is more the moment was taken from Dre.
Further, Dre sued Death Row. He won the case the first time and received $3 million, while in the second time, the court ruled against opening a case. The climax of all the beef they had took place at the filming of Straight Outta Compton. Suge met Terry Carter and Clay Sloan. The guys had an argument, and then Knight got in his car and drove over them. This resulted in Terry Carter dying on spot, while Clay Sloan miraculously escaped a fatal outcome and remained alive. Suge surrendered himself to the police the very next day and explained why he'd showed up on set. And you already understand who he wanted to meet there. According to Suge's words, Dre wanted to kill him during the party that took place in 2014 when he received a several gunshot wound. They also got the paper trail with all the checks and proof of when they talked to the witnesses, saying that Dre came to them first and asked the two guys how much it cost to get rid of me, Knight says. And they said, "What do you mean by get rid of?" He said, "Kill him." This entire time, Suge Knight wanted to find Dre to talk about that situation. He claimed that he ended up at the movie's production office shortly before Carter's death because he was driving around in the area and an unidentified person told him to come through to discuss a situation with Dre. Dr. Dre, we've been really good friends for years. Matter of fact, I know his kids. He knows my kids. And I was told that he has paid some guys to harm me, Knight testified. I didn't believe it because authorities do lie. So I went up there. I was going to talk to him and say, "Hey man, I'm not going to react to what authorities say about you having something to do with me getting shot or paid somebody to get me killed. I just want to make you aware they are saying this and putting it out there." In turn, Dr. Dre did not comment about this at all. However, Suge Knight, till this day, mentions him. In an interview for TMZ 2023, Suge said that Dr. Dre did not produce the legendary album Doggy Style, claiming that his entire work was done by Daz Dillinger. Dre allegedly said to Daz, "Look man, let me say it was produced by me and put my name on it. You'll get paid, but let me be the one who produced it."
He did everything on Doggy Style by himself.
Dr. Dre is the best producer in the world. I did not have nothing to do with that. Dr. Dre did that on his own. Suge Knight is lying.
Secondly, Suge claims that Dr. Dre and Pac were never friends. They hated each other.
Pac and Dre never was in the studio together. They were in the studio doing California stuff. They hated each other.
The next video that we recommend you watch is about Tupac's enemies. Bye everyone.
You feel me, man? We already reacted to that video, you feel me? But y'all comment down below about that whole situation right there. This really all stems from, you feel me, baby mama drama, you mean? And it seems like it was a lot going on. Suge, that brother turned bitter. That brother, he in jail for the rest of his life, for that murder. He ran over somebody. He almost ran over 2 people, but they said the one boy ran away. But you feel me? Y'all comment down below. Y'all tell me, is there more to the story? Y'all comment down below if that is the case. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell to be notified every time I drop a video. Get this video to 15 likes. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all enjoy, man.